Hello students. Today I am going to start a new topic. That's a topic which is very much easy, which you have already done in class 10. The topic is matrices. You find it very much easy and it was a very schooling topic in class 10. It has been again in class 12. So this time you will get some more content in this matrix. Today in this video I will just discuss about the basic things which you have already done, but I am assuming that you know the basic operation of matrices like the addition, multiplication and the subtraction in the matrices. I'll introduce you with a new term, some new terms in the matrices. You may heard of it, you may not have heard of it, but this time this will be a something new in matrices. So let's start. The first thing is null matrix. Null matrix is the matrix in which all the elements are zero. If null matrix like this one, these all are null matrix, all elements are zero, it is a null matrix. Sometimes the null matrix is represented by phi. It's a null. Secondly, the matrix which I want to make you aware of is the transpose of the matrix. Transpose of the matrix. The transpose of the matrix is denoted by, generally represented by AT, sometimes A dash. What is the transpose of the matrix? Transpose of the matrix is something when the rows in the columns are interchanged. The newly generated matrix is known as the transpose of the matrix. For example, if I say A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then transpose of the matrix is obtained by writing its rows into column. So its rows is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The matrix thus obtained is known as the transpose of the matrix. Now there are something very few properties of transpose are there which you must learn at the same time. The first one, transpose of the transpose is the matrix itself. That is, if you again transpose this matrix, you will get back the matrix A again. So transpose of the transpose is the matrix itself again. Number two, it's, suppose there are two matrices, if you are adding it and you want to take the transpose of this, so A plus B transpose is A transpose plus B transpose. But if the product of the two transpose are there like this, A into B transpose, then it will be B transpose into A transpose. So this is the property of the transpose which you must keep in your mind. It will help you. Now with the transpose in hand, I will hand to hand introduce you with a new matrix, such as the name is symmetric matrix and the skew symmetric matrix. Let's learn what is symmetric and the skew symmetric matrix. First one is the symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix is when the transpose of the matrix is equal to the matrix itself. At that time, the matrix is known as the symmetric matrix. That is, if you do the transpose of the matrix and it is again turns out to be the same matrix again, then it is known as symmetric matrix. See, if you want to tell, if I tell you the example of symmetric matrix, like this one. Example, suppose A is the matrix which is A, B, C, D, E, F. If you take the transpose of this, you will again get the same matrix. That is, if you want to write its rows into the columns, but you will again obtain the same matrix as it was before. So A transpose is already equal to A. So A is known as the symmetric matrix. With this again skew symmetric. When the transpose of the matrix is the negative of the matrix, then matrix is known as the skew symmetric matrix. That is, if you transpose the matrix, you will again get the matrix which is the negative of the matrix itself. That is a skew symmetric matrix. Now with the skew symmetric matrix, there are certain properties which is very much helpful in competitive exam. In board exams, you will not get the sum based on this, but in the school competitive exam, you may get a sum on skew symmetric matrix like this one. Okay, before I proceed with this, first I will tell you few properties of the skew symmetric matrix. Suppose if A is skew symmetric, few examples also I have jotted down in a piece of a paper. Yeah, if A is a skew symmetric matrix, then A to the power 2n is symmetric matrix. You may not find this property in your board exam board books. If A is a skew symmetric, then A power 2n, that is the even power of the A, is the symmetric matrix. But whereas where n is the natural number, whereas A to the power 2n plus 1 is a skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix. There is one special property in the skew symmetric matrix. In a skew symmetric matrix, all the diagonal elements are 0. Whatever be the other elements, it may have in such a way that is, if you transpose it, you will get the negative of the matrix. But most importantly, if you observe, in every skew symmetric matrix, the principal diagonal elements are 0, like this one. If I give you the example, it's like 0, 0, 0. These may have some other numbers like A, B, C, D, E, F, but principal diagonal elements, these elements are always 0 in a skew symmetric matrix. So, and what we know, if all the diagonal elements are 0, the determinant is always 0. So one more property, the determinant of a skew symmetric matrix, is always 0. Determinant, what is determinant actually? Determinant is a particular value assigned to a square matrix. Remember one thing, determinant is only possible of the square matrix. So what is the determinant of the matrix? It is a value which is assigned to a given matrix. It's a particular value. There is a way to solve the determinant which is very easy. You will get to know now. Now what I said, like as this topic is easy, but sometimes in exam they will ask you the questions which is quite disturbing. For example, they can ask a question like this: what are the maximum number of different elements required to make the symmetric matrix of order 5? Mark the question. What are the maximum number of elements requires to make a symmetric matrix of order, say suppose 5. As we know, symmetric or skew symmetric matrix, they are always of the square, their order is always of the square matrix order. So if it is a 5, order is 5, this means the maximum number of element is 25. So how many different 25 elements are required? No, not 25 exactly. How many elements are required to make a matrix of order 5. For example, what example I gave you of the 3 cross 3 matrix is this. So if you observe how many maximum number of elements are required to make a symmetric matrix of order 3, so you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 elements are there. Likewise, in order of 5 cross 5, there will be a 5 elements here, and there will be 5 elements here. So how many such different elements are required? Now it is very common, it's like very logical. If you see 3, 2 and 1, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3. And how to add 1 plus 2 plus 3? 6. This means if order is 5, it is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. That is the sum of the first n natural number, which is exactly n into n plus 1 by 2. So, in order to find the maximum number of elements required to make the symmetric matrix of order 5, it will be 5 into 6 divided by 2. That is the 15 is the answer. This type of sum they may ask in your competitive exam. It's a very easy one. Again, now suppose one sum is what is the value of determinant of A minus A transpose to the power 2011. It's a competitive exam sum. A minus A transpose 2011. Remember, the difference of the matrix and its transpose is always a skew symmetric matrix. Difference of the matrix from its and its transpose is always a skew symmetric matrix. So what can I say? A minus A transpose is a skew symmetric. Let A minus A transpose is something matrix B, where B is a skew symmetric matrix. Now what I say? B, that is a skew symmetric matrix, power 2011. This means it is also a skew symmetric matrix, because as I said, if A is a square matrix, then A to the power 2n will be a symmetric, whereas A to the power 2n plus 1, that is odd power, is always a skew symmetric. 2011 is an odd power, so it's a skew symmetric matrix as well. And if you take the determinant of this, just now I said the determinant of a skew symmetric matrix is always 0, because the leading diagonal, that is the principal diagonal elements, are all 0. So determinant of this is also 0. So this is the answer. Now, from board point of view, what I can say, there is one important theorem regarding the symmetric and the skew symmetric matrix, that every square matrix, mark my word, every square matrix can be represented as the sum of a symmetric and a skew symmetric matrix. Every square matrix can be represented as a sum of a symmetric and a skew symmetric matrix. I will just show you some mathematical interpretation of this statement. Matrix is said to be symmetric matrix when A transpose is equal to A, and is said to be skew symmetric matrix when A transpose is equal to minus A. Now tell me, can I write A as half of 2A? Obviously. Now can I write this 2A as A plus A transpose plus of A minus A transpose? A transpose gets cancelled, and it's again give me the same equation. So it is half of A plus A transpose plus half of A minus A transpose. What I said, half of A minus A transpose and half into A plus A transpose, this is a skew symmetric matrix, this will be a symmetric matrix, because Skew symmetric means when the just now I said the difference of the matrix and its transpose is always a skew symmetric. So it will be a skew symmetric, it will be a symmetric matrix. So this is, every matrix can be expressed as the sum of the sum, that is a plus sign here, sum of a matrix and a skew symmetric matrix. Well, if you are lucky enough, you will get a one fine question from this topic of 4 marks in your board exam. It may not, they have not asked these questions from this segment for so long, so it is possible that they may ask the question like this time, but it's very rare chance. So most of all, yeah, there is one more thing. Trace of a matrix. You hardly have heard of it. Trace of a matrix. Sometimes they may ask in competitive exam. They will give you matrix A as 1, 3, 5, 2, minus 1, 0, 4, 6, 8. Find the trace of the matrix. The trace of the matrix is represented by TRA. And what actually is trace of a matrix? Trace of a matrix is the sum of all the diagonal elements of the given matrix. So this is the sum of all the diagonal elements of the given matrix. So trace of A is 1 plus of minus 1 plus of 8, that is equals to 8. So trace of A is 8 matrix. I want to make you aware of few more matrices like the orthogonal matrix. Orthogonal matrix said if A into A transpose is same as A transpose into A equals to identity matrix, the matrix is known as orthogonal matrix. You may get several sums based on this in your exam, in competitive exam as well. Go and find the few sum based on this topic and start applying your concept. And like my channel, subscribe my channel for more videos. I'll be coming with few more intense topic in matrix in my next video. Thank you so much.